personal best today. Alright, we are here at Keystone Raceway Park with Fool's Gold. We are here at the ODSS, the season finale, and we decided to come out a day early, protesting. And tomorrow night we've got a grudge race against the diesel guy. So I have not driven this thing for almost a year. Then we took it to LS Fest. Then it went very fast, very easily. And today we're going to turn it up and try to run a personal best. The guy I'm racing, grudge racing, he comes from the 590 class. I'm not sure what it's going to take to beat him, but today we're just trying to best ourselves. LS Fest, we went 585 on only 16 pounds and a super soft 60. So I think first thing I'm going to do is tighten up the 60 foot a little bit, take a bunch of that launch part out, and maybe try to hit 18, 20 pounds out the back, see what happens. It's a beautiful track. I think the elevation here is going to be a little different than what we're used to. I'm also rusty. I made 2 passes at LS Fest. One went 20 foot because I hit a safety, and then the other one was E1, and it went 585, and I got gapped horribly because I was in stock block class. So let's get this thing off the trailer. We'll get a tune-up in it, and we'll go make a hit. That's what we're here for, right? Should we let them know how fucked up everything is? So, in my infinite wisdom and not being racing a long time, I left the memory card at home. Which, if you're tuning your Terminator X with a memory card, you know how much of a pain that can be, because now I cannot format another memory card to accept everything and change the tune and blah 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 blah. So long story short, we're gonna go ahead and make a pass with the LS Fest tune-up in it, which was a 585 121. I'm gonna jump on the scramble as soon as I possibly can, because even though it commands 4 pounds, we're not 1-to-1 anymore, so it'll probably only give me a pound, maybe 2 if I'm lucky. Maybe try to crack off the 579 while we also try to figure out how we can format this memory card. But paid for testing, we're here. I want to get on the track. I want to kind of shake everything off, you know what I mean? So instead of lighting the world on fire in the first pass, the testing goes till 9. If this goes well, we can figure out the memory card. I can take some launch retard out of it. I can add some boost, and then, you know, we'll shoot for a number tonight. Get ready for this grudge race, I guess. I don't know. Johnny was saying stuff like he's got turbos and wheels. I don't know if he's got stuff on him. Like he wants to change stuff out right here, right now.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I don't know. The way he was talking about it, it sounded like he had it in the trailer. Like if you just want to swap some stuff
try it out.
Yeah, and I'm like,
okay.
All right. So I don't know. We'll see. We might play with some turbo stuff. Luckily, the guy, Stainless Diesel, they're here. So, you know, they're from the diesel realm, and they're the ones that designed this turbo and the compressor wheel and all that kind of stuff. So he's also been looking for feedback on how this works in gas application. So we've talked a bunch when I used to have it on the 5.3. Now that I've got it on the 6.0, what are the differences? How's it working? How's it like life? That kind of stuff. Yeah, so we might get some turbo tech stuff going on. But first we're gonna let this white truck go down, and then I think I'm up, and then Fire Punk's gonna go down. So should be some good passes. Them apples. What'd I say? I said 79. We went 77 at almost 125 miles an hour, 124.76. So all I did there was get on the scramble early. I don't know if it shook the tire. I don't think it spun. It felt more like it was dead hooked. Like I had 14 pounds in there. Really prep stuff like this and the way the car's set up needs to be. Should probably be running 16 pounds. And everybody's on the internet's gonna argue with me about that and be like, 16 pounds in a slick? Yeah, but watch what happens if we go to 15, 16 pounds. It'll just keep going faster. So 141 to the 60 foot. The 60 foot was off. 380 to the 330. 577 at 124. We gotta figure out how to hook this computer up, because we can definitely go 60s. like tonight, some of the launch retard out. I don't know, I gotta look at the video because I gotta figure out what went on with that 60 foot.
If you went a hard right.
Hard right?
Hard right.
Because
it drove completely out of the groove, almost onto the concrete on the side, and then pulled it back.
Yeah, because it dead hooked. Because I need to put like 16 pounds of air pressure in it to try to keep it from dead hooking. But then it's a fine line between hooking the tire and spinning. But if we can figure that out, 60's all day. Kyle was up there talking shit too. Alright, so we're getting ready to go up and make another hit. I'm gonna ice down the air to water real quick. We're not changing anything in power yet because we still haven't figured out the memory card issue, but shout out to my boy Derek, who, I was being a dummy, was talking about trying to figure out how to get this launching right out of it. He's like, just adjust the anti-roll bar. He's like, it's a band-aid because what we should be doing is adjusting the cow tracks, but the lock nuts are stuck, we can't do that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go up a pound of tire pressure because I don't even have to watch the video. I know we crushed the tires, I felt it in the car. So we're gonna try to go up a pound of tire pressure. I adjusted the anti-roll bar, put a little preload in it, and we're gonna see if that can get us to go straighter. If we go straighter, we'll go faster anyway, just going straight, because that tune-up went 139 60 foot, that went 141 there. So I mean, we're splitting hairs here, but it's more about, I want to make this hit and see if the anti-roll bar adjustment actually gets us going straight, and if it does, then, I mean, I've got 8 degrees of launch retard over the 60 foot and longer than the 60 foot. If I can put that 8 degrees back in it on the hit, which it will take, we can boogie tonight. So we're gonna go make another one, see what it does. Hopefully it goes straight, or if it goes straighter, then a little more preload, and then we'll try that, you know what I mean? So just not trying to get crazy with it because there's no need to really lean on it, and we can't anyway at the moment. So I'm gonna grab some ice and we'll make this thing happen. Plus it's a beautiful, like the sun is setting, now is the perfect time to make the pass. Like look at this, this track is gorgeous. We gotta get some drone or something, like it's beautiful out here.
Hey, while you're at it, how does it feel to set 2 personal bests just back to back after you haven't been in the car for a year?
It's pretty awesome. Like, you know, I love this car, and don't get me wrong, like I was just telling you, like the first thing I want to do now is run home and jam this drivetrain in the Camaro, because it's going to be several hundred pounds lighter, and it'll be 4-link, and you know, there's some advantages there and stuff, but it feels right. Like I took some time off. My health wasn't the best. I mean, we're not 100% there yet, but like it's fool's gold. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's just no other way. Like how do you just it's that fucking fool's gold, man. Like it just produces, you know, and I'm ecstatic. I couldn't be happier. And honestly, it's funny because the less I've cared about being competitive and like, oh, I want to be this great badass small tire racer, and like now I'm just like, man, let's just go out, try to have some fun. And it seems like everything's coming easier now too, because there is no pressure. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah, we got a grudge race, but it's $100. Like it's
right.
It's just to do something on Friday night. You know what I mean? And I love racing with these diesel guys, and they are a very big part of my family. For those of you guys that don't know, in a couple weeks, if you haven't seen, I'm going down to No Mercy for the first time ever as a racer, and Hot Shot Secret is sponsoring the 6.0 class. I am racing in the 6.0 class with a whole mess of the guys from here that all run 590, and we're gonna go down as a family, and you know.
And there's gonna be a bunch of them.
There's gonna be a bunch of them. Yeah.
Like,
and then they're also like guys are coming for No Time Truck, and obviously like people like Jared Ring in the ATS or whatever the hell it is. It's a Cadillac. There's a lot of diesel competitors. Yeah, so it feels good. It feels good to be back behind the wheel. I'm feeling comfortable with it. I screwed up that burnout on that first one, kind of, but not really, but just I got out of my rhythm. So, but it's way more fun when you're just like, just doing it to do it, you know what I mean?
See, but this also tells you that you were on the right path last year.
Oh yeah,
like, we were definitely heading the right direction here.
Because part of the reason why it's doing what it's doing is because of some tuning changes that I made right before I went to the hospital, and then we kept along with that, which tells me that I was learning, or at least for this car, what made this car happy. I was learning, we were getting there, and obviously it's continuing to work. So if we could get the computer to work so I can change the tune up a little bit, we could go possibly a 550. If this goes straight and picks up a little in the 60 foot, we'll probably go from a 577 to like a 74 or 75. Maybe even a little tad bit quicker because I can get on the scramble a little earlier. You know what I mean? Because I didn't get on it until I was like back straight and good. But if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. It doesn't, you know what I mean? But it would be pretty gangster. I mean, it's already 577 for this car. This car has come a long way in a lot of years. And I get it. It's not the 470s that everybody else is running. But I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of the car. So now let's go see if it'll go straight. That wasn't it. It didn't improve the 60. Did it still? I think it still went right a bit.
Yeah. Like still about the same. Not as much, but pretty close.
I think I left on a little less boost.
Didn't let it get like.
Didn't let it get all the way up there. I saw it at 10, and I was like, all right, if it's at 10, it should hit 13 when I bump.
Right.
So we went 588 at 120. So we went back to LS Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to look at the video. I mean, I don't know, we shouldn't have gone 10 slower.
I would think so.
But we went 142.95 to 60 foot, so 143.
60 foot was pretty close.
Yeah. I don't know. But that's why we test. So let me try to put a little bit more in the anti-roll bar, and then we will see what's up with the computer, because I think Mallory's almost there if she's not already.
Yeah.
Sweet, let's do that. The shit we have to do to make this work.
What you doing there, buddy?
I'm using a screwdriver, add boost to my boost first time graph, because we cannot get the firmware onto the memory card. It refuses to work. It will not, it does not, it is unhappy, so we'll do it this way. The problem is, cable, boost first time, second. The problem is I can't, like dome pressure, I can't see 3.6 to 21, so this was a fucking yes in the dark, buddy. So I do have a soft boost cut that's programmed into the system, so hopefully that soft boost cut works, because, yeah. Carburetor people will be proud. Today, I tuned by a screwdriver, legitimately tuned by a screwdriver, and if it goes, hold on.
Definitely wanted to. Did you lift or did it hit a cut?
It hit a cut.
Okay. I thought so because it left hard.
I told you it was going for a hero. I can tell because it went 621 at 89 miles an hour. It went 379 to the 330. That last pass was what, 380 to the 330?
Something like that.
I don't even know if we made it to the 330 before it.
No, it hiccuped like right after the 60 foot.
Yeah.
So like,
it wanted to. The tuning in with a screwdriver, maybe not for me.
never has been, has it?
No, it's not the way to do it, as it turns out. But it felt good. It was like,
definitely looked good.
Yeah.
For a second.
Where is that? Did it go straight?
You know, I'm not even gonna lie. I was so impressed that it launched like it did. I pay no attention.
The sea was angry that day, my friends. Fool's Gold was angry. All right, so hopefully this gentleman that we met here at the track tonight said that he could bring us the cable tomorrow. So if he could bring us the cable tomorrow, I could put the appropriate tune-up back in this thing. The only thing that sucks is that because none of this was working, like the memory card and all that, we can't data log. I don't know what safety cut it hit. I just know that it hit one of them, and it had to have been a safety because our soft boost cut shouldn't work like that. We've got a soft boost cut that kind of should just tame it down. I commanded 25 pounds on that joker, but like I said, after 15 pounds, it stops being 1-to-1. So I want to see that, guys, because that was something. Alright, so it is now Friday, which is day 1 of the event, day 2 for us here. Fortunately, we were able to secure a cable so I can make changes slightly more accurately than I did last night, which, as you guys saw last night, got a little wild. That boost ramp started at 17 and went to like 25. That was command to dome, so I don't know that it necessarily made 25, whatever. Anyway, you cut it, it was pretty rowdy and spicy, and even with the slowest 60 foot of the day, it was the fastest to the 330, because I was laying some power in there. That tells me that we can lay some power in there if I can just 60 foot. Now we're still having problems with the rear. I've been adjusting the anti-roll bar, trying to get it straight or whatever, but none of that really matters. I mean, it does all matter, but we're just out here having fun. There was a misunderstanding on the schedule. I guess the schedule got changed up a little bit, so where I thought we would get like 3 qualifying today, we're only getting possibly 2, so I put a tune-up in it that is a little spicier on the boost, but kind of brings it down back in the 60 foot where, you know, we're not getting so aggressive with it. I'd like to see where that works. I think we're gonna head on down there now, make a pass, just shake it down, make sure everything's working, everything's happy, all that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, without the memory card, I can't data log. Now, we could data log if I leave the computer in the car. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Like, just enough movement on the USB cable, like, it'll disconnect. So it's like, it's a gamble. You might get it, you might not, you know what I mean? But I at least feel a lot better about being able to do this on the computer today. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna roll down, get some ice, and we're gonna go ahead and make some licks, see what we can make happen. Sound like a plan? Me? Fashion, she fights back. But today she's fighting back. I don't think power was the issue. Power was fine. Off the line, flying power, everything. The issue is whatever safety we're hitting that I don't know because I can't demo. Right, so I don't even know how to fix it. So this thing always had this weird little thing that started developing as it went faster and faster,
15 minutes left
where
remaining on
the issue would be that it does that like right cut off the line, right? And it's like, I think it was like related to a voltage thing that then was related to a fuel pressure thing, and yeah. We'll take the fuel filters out, we'll clean them out just to be 100% sure on that. I'm not gonna turn safeties off. It's a $100 race, it's not worth blowing it up. So I will do that, and then, you know, I'll just check battery cables, stuff, like maybe something's jarring a little bit. Derek and I talked about it last night, and he's like, you know, it could just be an electronics thing where like some of the electronics are getting jarred, and maybe, I'm like, yeah, it's just weird that it does it at the exact same point of a run every time. That's what's weird about it. But no big deal. I still get to make turbo noises. It's still, look, it went 180, 60 foot because it stumbled, but I put my foot right back in that thing, and I was like, I love fool's gold, so I ain't mad at it. So, we're getting called up. It is time to go grudge race. Now, unfortunately, the schedule is a little jacked up from what we thought it would be. I thought I was going to get to make another hit, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. We're just going to have to go up there and get this grudge race done. So let me look at what fuel pressure safety is. So I'm going to put my head together with a friend of mine, a couple friends of mine. We're going to see. I mean, it's a $100 grudge race. It's not worth melting the thing for, but I do think that if we could get it past the 10-foot mark, it will be fine. I think there's a combination of things happening where we're commanding so much boost off the button that we're letting go of the button, and it's having a hard time keeping up with that really fast rate of change that needs to happen. So that might be a fuel pump size issue. I don't know. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna try some things. We're gonna see, we'll figure it out. It'll go or it won't. If it goes, we're gonna win. If it doesn't go, we're gonna lose. That's that.
And if it don't go, we're gonna have to go test some more.
We're gonna have to go. I really want to throw this entire drivetrain in the Camaro and be like 700 pounds lighter and really get after it. There's obviously some things that I want to redo, like the stuff that's been done to the car over the years, and like, oh, you know what? Probably would like to redo some of this wiring. Probably would like to put a decent battery in it. Probably would like to put the HP in it, because I've got a Holly HP sitting around there. We'd have to change some of the inputs and outputs and whatnot, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna make a phone call. I'm gonna come up with a game plan, and it's either gonna go or it's gonna go blue. Still fun. Good news, bad news. Good news is it's gonna go on to the trailer under its own power. We're not replacing the motor, like none of that kind of stuff, right? Bad news, I need some time. Like, we came out here, for those of you guys that don't know, we also work the event. So Brandon and I have been working all weekend doing media, photography, film, everything for hot shots and all this stuff. And I've just been kind of jumping in the car and going racing. So I definitely need some time. Like, we need to be able to go to a track, focus on nothing but the car itself. Let's make a pass, let's look at it, let's get the data, let's have the memory card, or let's have the Holly HP in there that auto logs, that I never have to worry about a memory card again.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Yeah, which means I need time at home to work on the car. But sometimes, you gotta gamble, and sometimes you lose your gamble. So I'm not mad. He went like a 65. I think from what it felt like initially, I mean, I don't know that we would have gone a 65. It would have probably been another 70 something. Yeah. But I did have him on reaction time quite a little bit, so it had made a very good race. And then sometimes it's all you ask for. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. And today it cost me $100, but you know what? Worth it. It still went 577 this weekend. Like, nobody can take that away. It happened. That's probably gonna be it for today's video. I'm gonna go pay this man and then go hang out with the rest of my diesel folks. And yeah, I guess stay tuned, because this is like the first video we've made of us racing in a while. And there's definitely some stuff that I wanna go through on the car. And I think the car has potentials to go 50s, 60s. Like 60s, I think easily. 50s, I think we might have to push for a little bit. But we got to get all this dumb shit figured out. Like, why is this little stupid crap happening? Do I need a second fuel pump? Do I, whatever. I'm gonna roll away into the sunset, pay this man this money. Probably looked so good leaving the line too, didn't it?
Oh, it did. Oh, it did.
It looked, and I knew. I was ready. I was going to go for a ride.
lot of fun, dude.
Hey,
Yeah, man, anytime.
yeah,
Anytime.
it's good. Like 65?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. For those of you guys that don't know, I know exactly what this is because this is another company I work for. This is a D&J Precision Machine Enforcer. It's a 6.7 deck plate motor that people get screwed up all the time. It doesn't actually change the cubic inch because you use a 1-inch deck plate and a 1-inch longer rod and everything stays the same. So this is like pretty much the gangsterest thing you could get other than going up to full billet. And yeah, you guys have been kind of just like 590 and putting it for like...
Just tune one on fuel. Just, I mean, we bumped up tune a little bit and, you know, still on fuel on that pass.
Still fuel only?
Yeah, the bottle's not in the truck.
Damn.
So,
and just a single GT55?
yeah, 88.
88?
And seems to be working pretty well.
Hell yeah.
So,
Well, look, maybe next year.
yeah, I'll do it again.
We'll do it again.
I'll do it again. Or maybe I'll see you down at Truck Wars or something like that.
Yeah, I'll be down at Truck Wars. So, or not Truck Wars,
King of the Street?
King of the Street.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll be at
down
both of those.
Yeah, well, I'm not, my truck ain't got shit for that. My truck and your truck are two totally different trucks. But, yeah, we'll get down there. You good shit?
I get you on a race for 200 then down there?
No, I'm good. I'm good on that. I'll have to figure it out by then.
All right.
I'll figure out what the hell's going on. So, cool shit, man. I really appreciate
Hey,
it.
dude, it was a blast. I was looking forward to that more than running 5.9 race day.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much. And I guess if I gotta pay anybody, you know.
Supporting the cause.
Right, it's, you know, it's when he needs to get a refresh and he calls me and then, you know what I'm saying? Remember that 100? I'm gonna tag an extra 100 on the bill next time. All right, you guys have a good one,
Good
man.
shit. See you guys.